if that's the freedom you're looking for, then that's probably the better life choice to go these provided steps. I'm Moritz, I'm 49 years old from Stuttgart. I'm from South Germany and I'm a musician and concert promoter working in Stuttgart. I don't think I chose, I didn't choose anything else. Basically, as a teenager, I dreamed of playing in a band, and then I had a band, and I loved to play in the band, and then all of a sudden school was over, and I still had nothing else in mind but playing with the band, and maybe even more bands, and playing shows, promoting shows, doing stuff like that. And so I just never, that was fulfilling and in any way, and so I just stuck with it. I remember maybe there was one afternoon when I picked up the yellow pages to look for employment. I had a number and I thought, I was almost dialing it, and I thought, no, I don't even want to do that. Why would I? Just because it's a consent or whatever. No, I don't do it. Self-employment means shit labor also. Playing with the band didn't give any money, so I had to work as whatever, like construction stuff, carpet, tiles, painting, whatever. Of course, I always promoted shows, but of course that didn't make money either. On the other hand, I really was sick of those jobs, and so I thought if I promote shows on a regular basis, so there's always people coming, and maybe even if it's a little money that I can make from the bar, then I can maybe afford to make a living, and that's what I tried, and so far succeeded. It's more than 20 years now. Basically through stubbornness and just not giving in. I have to say it's not the easiest way. I have no security to plan ahead, so I'm always in a constant fragile situation. It's never really clear how long and in what terms and how much longer, and so that's for sure not an easy way to do things, but it's my way and it's the only way I can handle or manage without being too frustrated. So I'd rather have a little bit more of that insecurity. I always consider myself being very lucky, but I'm not sure. I'm also very convinced. I'm also very sure there's just no other way. I don't know, I can't really connect to other lifestyles or so. Actually, it started in kindergarten. I was a kid that ran away from kindergarten every day until I didn't have to go there anymore. I just didn't fit in. That's a good question, because the question is, who is the society? So I think it's probably also me. For sure, I live in a society, but on the other hand, from all the life choices that are expected, I think I didn't make any of them. For example, I went to the Bürgerbüro. It's like, I don't know, some office for papers, and I wanted to change the address of my registration. And then she said, "Yeah, so where is the center of your life? That's the address where you have to register for." And I said, "Well, I don't know. It's difficult to say." So she had boxes to check, and there was no matter what step there was for me, there was no box. There was just no. It was always like other, and then I had to explain, and she was like. She didn't know even what to write then. I didn't fit in any of these. I live in my studio. I'm not supposed to live here, so I live at my parents or parents-in-law, I don't know at the time. My wife lives in Switzerland, and nothing. So you want to register in Switzerland then? No. Your wife is moving here? No. I want to just write it, write a different address now. Of course, I'm not supposed to live like that. Of course, I know I am not supposed to live here, and I have friends in the politics or wherever, and they ask me, so how can we do it? Or like ambitious architects, and they think, let's translate this into a modern urban area. And I say, and I always, there is just no way to make this. The thing about it, the thing about it, it's not. I'm not supposed to be here. So that's maybe why I can't really consider myself part of the society. Probably for me, freedom is mostly considered as a personal freedom. Doing what I want, I need some space. I need space around me. Of course, depends on what freedom you look for, because what I hear a lot, also from bandmates or so that have proper day jobs and so on, they say that gives them the freedom to not worry financially, not worry about what do I do next, what is tomorrow, what's tomorrow about. If that's the freedom you're looking for, then that's probably the better life choice to go these provided steps. And apparently it seems to be very attractive for so many people. But if you're looking for freedom to, like, I don't know, for another way of freedom, not just not having to not worry, but also maybe for expression, what way ever to, express yourself in what way ever, be it musically or in other projects, whatever, in art, in science, in whatever other vision or dream you have.